All right, once you have your headshots, your resume, and bio in place, it's time to look for work and book some work. Here are 10 types of jobs that you might actually see on casting networks like SF Casting, Backstage, and Actors Access. Number one, this is my favorite one, probably the easiest one too, background work. What is it? It's usually a non-speaking role, and it's usually in the background. You probably guessed that. If you don't have any experience in film or being on set, then this is one of your best first steps to take. When I first began, I loved being a background extra. Who am I kidding? I still freaking love being a background extra. Not only do you meet a lot of actors who have been in the game for years and those who are just getting started with their acting journey, but this is also the place where you will learn the basics of being on set. Depending on the project and the production size, these can be paid or unpaid. I would definitely encourage you to do more on the paid part just because they do pay well. But yeah, so I've met a few actors who actually do a lot of background work and manage to pay their bills that way. Now these are, just want you to know that these are folks who are in the Bay Area, probably do well in LA area as well as New York. So if you are in the smaller cities, just be mindful that you may not get as many background work, but keep an eye out. This is also the best place to put your best foot forward, look professional, and be memorable when you do book work. Because you never know when you may work with this production again, especially if the production crew is big and they are paying you. So this is a great place to build relationships and meet new people. So have fun, don't be shy. All right? And like I said, this is one of the best and easy gigs as you get mostly booked through headshots. And you can typically find background extra work anywhere, like casting networks. You can also find some on Facebook groups if you've if you're following any of the Facebook groups, Instagram, and even mycastingfile.com. All right? Number 2, short films. Short film is an original motion picture that has running time of 40 minutes or less. Short films can vary from student films to independent filmmakers who want to submit their shorts to film festivals and contests. So this is typically a 1 to 3 day type of shoot. So keep that in mind that you'll be on set a few days maybe. There are a lot of variables that come into play depending on the director's film experience as well as the production budget. This is a great opportunity for you to get a principal or supporting or even a lead role, especially when you're first starting out. So principal role are usually roles that have 5 lines or less. I honestly highly recommend checking references and doing some research on the people who you will be working with. So make sure to review the contracts and pay attention to the safety issues, right? So like when you get booked, right, you should definitely be able to see the script ahead of time as well. And so make sure that there's a written contract. If they don't have one, make one yourself, that you will get a clip to use at the end. This is a major step as you begin your journey because you need to showcase your work in your demo reel. Because if you can't show your work, there is no demo reel in the first place. And a lot of the big higher level casting directors, that's exactly what they ask for. So we are trying to get you to get some clips so you can work towards that demo reel. All right? And the more clips you have, the better. So start collecting them. The way to book this work will vary on the experience level of the production team. Some will book just from the headshot alone, some just off the demo reel if you have one. Some will ask to submit an audition, and others will ask you to hop on the phone just so they can get to know you better before they book you. So it always varies, okay? So it's not a one size fits all, but I gave you the list of different variables that you may run into. 3, feature films. A feature film is a narrative film with a running time between 75 to 210 minutes long. Depends on the genre and the credibility, most feature films are independent on casting networks. Independent films are produced by smaller production companies, produced outside the major film studio system. They can also be produced and distributed by independent entertainment companies. As an actor, you will get opportunities to apply for work as a background, principal, supporting, and lead role. The process typically takes a few days up to a few weeks of filming in different locations. So if you do book a supporting or a lead role, you will be on set multiple times, which is super fun. So, I think every one of the actors loves just being on set and being in front of the camera, right? So when you book work, again, make sure there's a written contract that you will get a clip of it after to include in your reel. Have it in writing on how much you're going to get paid for your time, as well as credits, distribution of the film. You definitely want to check references and do research on the production company. Review the contract, pay attention to the safety issues, and see the script ahead of time. So get the contact information as well. The process is usually that you will get an audition, then a callback, and then you book. That's usually how it goes with feature films. All right, number four, commercial. A commercial is a recording or a short film of a moving image by a person, business, or other entity for a market audience with the intent of generating income. This can be from 15 seconds to a few minutes. I'm sure you're accustomed to seeing a lot of commercials throughout your lifetime. So great thing about commercials is that they are actually never-ending in opportunities. You may have not booked a job for a commercial you wanted, but don't think of it that way, because you may actually book it in the near future. There's always a need for actors in the commercial realm, and I know a lot of actors who are very successful in this realm just alone, all right? So what usually with commercials, it's usually a happy comedic environment, super short, mostly about the product. So you're selling the product and yourself on how much you love the product. Okay, so happy, happy, joy, joy is usually the theme, but definitely read the instructions on what the casting director wants from you during the audition process. The process is that major companies hire casting directors that will go through talent agents to hire the best actors. So if your goal is to be on commercials, then get yourself an agent. We'll talk about how to do that in the upcoming series. This is also to say there are startup companies who don't have a big budget to go through a casting director and the agents. So they will actually post jobs on casting networks and work directly with the actor. The difference between the two is that the bigger companies have a bigger budget, and so they will work with agents to ensure actors get the residual on the amount of time the commercial has run or has aired, right? Versus a smaller company, they may actually have a tighter budget, so they may only pay you for your time without guaranteed residuals. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, but let me know if you have any questions about that. And the process is usually an audition, a callback, and then you book the work, and then you get to be on set. Yay! Okay, number 5, we got industrial videos. So industrial videos are a type of films that are sponsored by the company. The primary purpose of the industrial films is to inform the audience. They come in many shapes and forms. It could be a live performance at a corporate gathering, a video or audio presentation designed to educate a company's employees, or an event connected with a product launch or promotion. These videos are internal for company usage, so they may not always make it to the public, and the downfall is sometimes you may not even get access to the videos either. That means you won't be able to add it to your demo reel, but you will get paid for it, so at least there's that. Again, it depends on the type of project, but these can be speaking and non-speaking roles. They typically don't require you to go through a casting director or an agent, so you can self-submit. You will mostly get booked through headshot and reel. Sometimes they may ask for a self-tape audition. This is another great place where you can get experience in as you begin your acting journey. Number 6, music videos. You're likely familiar with those. These are the fun projects to be on. You probably know this. Mostly non-speaking roles. They don't require you to go through a casting director or an agent. This is where the artists are looking for a lead actor or a model or a background to fill in the music video. You do get booked mostly through a headshot, and sometimes they will require a demo reel. So keep that in mind. All right. Number 7, theatrical work. This is a play or a presentation that consists of dramatic quality. Mostly in person, even though during COVID, theater actors were performing over Zoom and a lot of people enjoyed them. So this is a great opportunity for you to sell yourself as the character. You really get to see if you're believable on stage. In theater, you're acting in front of a live audience. If this is your thing, make sure your vocals are on point. So you have to speak loudly so that the people in the back, all the way in the back, can hear you loud and clear as well. The plays can vary and they can be from 2 to 4 days up to a few weeks. You may even be able to travel around the country to take the show on the road. Theater is great for those who want to practice their muscle memorization. You have to come prepared on stage every time. Maybe throw in a little bit of improv if you forget a line or two. The process is usually an audition and you get a callback and then you get a book, right? Okay, number 8, web series. Web series is a series of scripted or non-scripted online videos, generally in episodic form, released on the internet. You would find these web series on YouTube and other social media apps. These are usually low-budget production, looking for actors or voice actors to help bring the project to life. I've seen some paid and non-paid jobs out there, but I actually never participated in one myself. So I don't really have much experience on the web series, but it is a good place to begin your journey as an actor or a writer, and you can actually put your content out there for others to see and get to know you and your brand, right? Okay, number 9. The other type of work you'll see on casting networks is print modeling work. So if you are an actor who's always wanted to get a taste of modeling, then you should definitely apply. Print work is photography and it varies on the project and what the photographer is looking for, but print means it's a still image, right? So it's a great way to get your experience in modeling too. Why not? I mean, you're already getting booked for acting. Try to entertain the idea. It's in the same casting network website. Just apply and see if you get it, right? Just live your life. Follow your dreams. You might even like it. So some may require a unique face, right? Unique teeth, beautiful hands. It all varies. So don't put yourself in a box or limit yourself. You might have like the hands that they are looking for. Apply and see, Try it out. When you see a job that you qualify for, apply for it, okay? And number 10. Ooh, I think this one's going to be favorite to these folks, the voiceovers. So, if you have an amazing voice and your camera shy maybe, then this goes out to you. You would be surprised by how many voiceover jobs are out there, especially on backstage. I'm not a voiceover actor, you probably can see this, but I know a few actors who get paid well just for doing VO work. Make sure to have all your voiceover equipment ready and have a demo reel of your voice before you submit to these jobs, because you want to give them a sample of what you're capable of doing. So to recap, we have background work, short and feature films, commercials, industrials, music videos, theater work, web series, print, voiceover, and I didn't even mention TV series. But the reason why I haven't mentioned it is because you'll rarely see a popular TV series on a casting network. Again, mind you, big productions will actually go through casting directors who will go through agents to hire actors. So let's get you on the agent's radar as soon as possible, okay? As for now, I encourage you to apply to all these jobs, to try them all out and see which one is your favorite. Don't let your fear get in the way. Be curious. Learn about yourself and what drives you. You won't know unless you try all the jobs. And so the process for most of these jobs is to get on casting networks, submit yourself for the project. Hopefully you'll get an audition. Hopefully you will get a callback, and then you book the work. There is no promise or guarantee that you will get an audition or book every job, but you have to apply and keep an eye on jobs every single day. Acting is like sales, you guys. I mentioned this earlier. We hear no more than we hear yes. But when we get that yes, It's all worth the wait and the struggle we face on a daily basis. So enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, don't let it bring you down, don't let anyone discourage you, including yourself. So keep on chugging through the process. Eventually, it will become second nature to you and it will make you stronger. Apply for non-speaking roles and speaking roles, okay? Principal roles, I mentioned, it's a role that has 5 lines or less. Apply for those too. Try it all. The sky is the limit. And guess what? You got this, okay? I believe in you.